Hello the internet, my name's Terence. I'm an open source hacker and tinkerer and I work in civic tech. And this is what's in my dock. This is my hardware setup. I use a cheap generic Linux laptop which works beautifully, but I pair it with a very big vertical monitor because I spend a lot of my time reading very long documents, and so I just like that nice big vertical screen. I use an ergonomic keyboard, keep my hands like that, a nice rollerball. I'm also, if you see me standing around, it's because I use a standing desk, very good for the back, and somewhere under there I've got a treadmill so that while I'm working I can get my steps in. In terms of other hardware, well, my phone it's like a 6.5-year-old Android, it's a OnePlus, but what I do is I pair all of my hardware with magnetic charging devices, so I can plug something into the socket and then I just have a magnetic cable which charges all of them, and that just means that I really only need to carry one cable around, one battery around. So my day-to-day work involves reading and writing lots of code, lots of documents, so I rely heavily on a clipboard manager. I use Pop! OS, which is a Linux distro. And the great thing about the clipboard manager, I find, is that it stores all of my brains. If I've copied something from somewhere, it is there in the history, whether it's a web address or a bit of text that I was using in one document, I want something else. I don't have to go hunting for it, it's just there in history. The other shortcut I make far too much use of is the emoji shortcut. I just love peppering everything that I do with emojis. I don't care if that makes me a teenager, I think it's cool. And being able to one click type what I'm looking for and have sparkle hearts just appear, absolute magic. Because I work with lots of very secure systems, I'm constantly typing in usernames and passwords, so I use Bitwarden. Bitwarden is a free and open source password manager, password generator. It's on my phone, it's on my laptop, I use it everywhere, and it's just fantastic knowing that I've got super strong passwords for every service, and if I ever need to change one or create a new one, it's immediately synced between my devices. I don't have to remember hundreds of complex passwords, and that's a real time saver and a lifesaver for me. The other tool which I'm using right now is called DroidCam, which is a little gadget which turns my old Android phone up there into a high quality webcam, and there's a little Linux client running on my laptop which enables me to speak to you in high def, which is very exciting because most laptops have rubbish webcams. So now I've got a big multi-megapixel sensor so you can really see how tired I look. And then finally, one of the tools I find myself using a great deal is Home Assistant. I have far too much smart home gadgetry. So I've got my lights are all smart lights, and my fridge is a smart fridge, and I've got sensors and alarms and everything else, and it's great just to be able to see the state of my house on the dash, and to be able to turn lights on and off, to set the alarm, to set up schedules. So I think when you're living in a house with lots of technology, you need ways to manage that technology. Home Assistant is a brilliant open source bit of kit. It runs on a Raspberry Pi, which is somewhere in my room, probably. I can ping it, so it must exist. So that's it. That's what's in my dock. That's the gear that I use day to day. If you'd like to find out more about me or come and say hi, you can visit my website, edent.tel, which is appearing right here, probably, or will be in the show notes. Come visit me on Mastodon and say hi.